friends. It's midweek again with you, and today is our 8th time. Man, we have a loaded schedule today, so I want to get into it. We have a lot of things. I want to share a little bit of my heart with you at the end of today. Just some kind of perspective as a pastor, but also just as a follower of Christ. So let me give you some updates of the things that are coming. Number one, I am so excited for this. The National Day of Prayer is tomorrow. Oh, I was supposed to be at a large gathering here in town. That's not going to happen. But what we have prepared for you as a staff is a journey around our city, praying for Capitol, leaders, first responders. It's going to post tomorrow on YouTube. You can get it through our website. Oh, I hope you'll join us. The stakes are so high. I'll share more about that later. But it's going to be our National Day of Prayer, and we're going to celebrate that. I hope we explode with views on this. Share it with your friends. We're just going to take you on a tour praying through our city. That comes tomorrow at 12. Mother's Day is this weekend, just in case you forgot. Moms, man, we love you. But we're going to celebrate you. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do. It's just going to be a delight. So it's going to be this weekend on the weekend services. We'll tell you about it. I just want you to look forward to that and make sure you tune in. We have a gift for you moms, and we'll unveil it this weekend. Let me be the first, maybe not the first, but in advance of it, happy Mother's Day. Moms, we love you. Man, I love my mom. She is one faithful, unbelievable lady, and I appreciate her a lot. North Block. Oh, have I got something exciting. Well, we've always had good coffee, but now there is delectables, culinary delicacies. Yes, there's egg bites, there's sandwiches, there's burritos, there's biscuits and gravy. Where did all this come from? Because we have a magic chef in the culinary department, and it's starting, so come on in. I went in early this morning and wanted to try the egg bites. I think they had already sold 12 items. It's going to go through the roof. Come on down. It is great. You're going to love it at North Block. Drink and a sandwich or a burrito. It's going to be fantastic. This weekend, Pastor Jeff did a fantastic job keeping us going through matters of the heart. This weekend, we have 2 really wicked kings and a controlling mom. What do you get with that? The devil's playground. That's what happens. We want to find out what happens to get us into the devil's sandbox, but more importantly, how do you get out? That's this weekend. I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a fun time. Annual business meeting. Well, how do you have an annual business meeting when you don't get together? We're going to. Why do we need an annual business meeting? Well, we have to approve our budget. We're a congregational form of government. We can't do our budget with just our declaration. We need yours. So we're going to have an annual business meeting. It's where we approve our budget. It's where we vote on new committee members. So what's going to happen is just over the weeks, we're going to be communicating to you how we're going to do it. We're going to get the budget to you. We're going to have time for Q&A. We're going to have a vote. And so we're going to have all of that. We'll just have to do it in the COVID era. So we're going to take care of that. So just watch for that, and we're going to give you all the information, and it will be coming your way. I would say almost every day, through email, text, phone call, somebody says, when are we going to meet? Are we ready? I just heard that a mayor up in Oregon City has urged churches to get going and start again. And Idaho, I think they're starting in a week or 2. Well, we're not going to wait till the governor says all systems go. We're going to prepare. There's a lot to prepare. What does it mean? Do we take offering the way we used to? Do we take communion and pass the plate? All of those questions have to be thought through. So we're putting together a team. We have gone to some meetings. We went to a meeting with commissioners about reentry. We're doing all kinds of homework on that. We want you to know we're getting ready. So we are going to be putting that into place. We will again be communicating that to you. And we have some opportunities coming up where we're going to be opening up the church for prayer and for other things. So be aware of that and looking for that. But we're getting all of that in place, and we're going to have it ready when we get any green light, any kind of legal, permission. Now, that leads me to my last thought, and I just want to share kind of candidly. We are in a very confusing and frustrating time. At least it is for me. It's frustrating because it's a worldwide pandemic. There is a virus. It actually has killed some people. The thing maybe that frustrates me are two things. Number one, the politicalization of this issue. It is beyond infuriating to me how some people have used it for political means. One national leader even said, and you've probably seen the same clip I did, he said, "I would gladly see our entire economy destroyed to get our president out of office." I don't know how about you feel on that. I think that kind of a statement is evil. To wish complete economic disaster on a nation and on people, loss of business, just because they hate someone, it makes no sense to me. That's frustrating to me, and beyond frustrating, angering. I think the other thing that makes this kind of situation really hard is you have medical people, and they're not necessarily politically driven. I don't know all of their backgrounds, but you have medical people on both sides that disagree. Some say we should be sheltering in place, and others say, no, this is one of the worst things that we can do. It's going to hinder our immune system. And I think, what do you think? And then there's the economic issue. And I read one yesterday from a person I really respect. This person is really, really bright and not actually a believer, but really, really favors the church and the people of God. His statement was, this may be the most dangerous and biggest mistake the world has ever made, sheltering in place. I know you have a view. It's not my point here to convince you. That's not the issue. The issue is, I see a growing impatience and an anger, a despondency. I spent time with two people yesterday just battling depression, severe depression. Not the kind like I'm having a bad day. No, I'm talking about the kind where I'm afraid I'm going to take my life. I see people who are losing energy. They're angry and frustrated, and they don't know what to do, and they're just kind of like, I don't care anymore. You've probably seen the same thing. That grieves my heart, and at times I find myself, honestly, in somewhat in the same place. A bit despondent, frustrated. I can walk down the path of anger, and then I walk down the path of I throw up my hands. What do you do when you get to that place? Because there are real issues, and I struggle. What is the truth? And I see people handle power in ways that are so, from my perspective, abusive. I can only share with you what I think God is asking me to do. It's not that I disengage. We're still going to lead the church. We're going to gather. We're going to start opening and bringing people down to pray and to gather together, and we're going to do it responsibly. We're going to do it in honor of leaders. I don't think anyone on our staff has a rebellious heart, but we also have a desire to honor God. But as I look at this, I come to two people. Really, it's a group of guys. They're called the sons of Korah and Isaiah. And they were in places very similar to ours. Frustrating, difficult, injustice. And what they found is their hearts were discouraged, their energy was sapped, and they discovered something that I'm feeling a call of God to share with you, that I think God is calling me. And the question is very simply, I feel like the Lord is asking me, Mark, where's your ultimate hope? Is your hope that we're all going to agree? Probably never will. Is your hope that we'll go back to February 2020? We probably never will. God the Father is asking me, where's your hope? And in Isaiah, he says, those who place their hope in the Lord, they're going to soar. They're going to run. They're going to have energy. They're going to battle well. My friends, now's not the time to quit. Now's not the time to throw up our hands and say, there's so much evil, there's nothing that we can do. I think Isaiah would say, that's not the Spirit of God. Now's the time to do battle, to pray, to lead, to invest in people, not hate them, to love them. Sons of Korah asked the question, soul, why are you so downcast? Put your hope in God. What does that mean? It means that I will ultimately depend upon God for the outcome. It means that I will ultimately look to God for my personal resource and emotional stability. To place my hope in God is to ultimately trust God with my life, our church's life, and this whole result. So I want to encourage you to ask yourself the same question. What are you placing your hope in? At the end of the day, what is it that you long for? If it's not God, my friends, I've gone there. I've gotten frustrated, angry, discouraged. Energy kind of depletes out. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let the anger of what's happening in the political realm, as frustrating as that may be, turn you into a person who hates people. Don't do that. We need you. Put your hope in God. That's why tomorrow, the National Day of Prayer, I know you may think, this is what pastors will tell me, just pray about it. No. Don't just pray about it. My friends, our hope is in God. Our only hope is in God. And we as a church trust that, and I know you do. God bless you. I love you, I miss you, and I cannot wait to see your face. Cannot wait to be together. We're going to be inviting more folks down to pray and just open up the church to be in prayer and to be gathering. We're going to do it in a way that honors our law and our land, but we're also going to honor God. I love you. I'll see you soon.